A bit of everything thrown in the days ahead. This is your planning outlook updated on Friday the 21st of August. It's a cool and showery story as we go into the weekend, a very windy one too, at least on Saturday across England and Wales in particular. Onwards into next week, another deep low is threatening to come in from the Atlantic by Tuesday, so it stays unsettled there, but suggestions of higher pressure and something quieter developing as the week goes on. Let's dive straight in and have a look at the chart for Saturday. Low pressure is toward the north, a strong westerly airflow across the British Isles, focusing the strongest winds across England and Wales in particular, where you're looking at general 30 to 45 mile per hour winds across most of the hills of England and Wales, and across Snowdonia in particular, the highest tops there gusting 50-60 miles per hour, or occasionally just a bit more, with the very strongest of those winds. Lighter winds focused across Scotland, just as the isobars here are somewhat more opened out, so quite different conditions by comparison in the wind across the Highlands there. Temperature-wise, you're looking at the range 7 to 10 degrees at around 900 metres through the day, but bear in mind across the tops of Snowdonia, with those strongest winds, that will feel more like 0 to say -3 in direct exposure. Here's your rainfall sequence, this in 3-hour time steps with the accumulated rain up until the time shown and focused across westernmost hills first thing in the morning, coming in off the Irish Sea and the Atlantic. That will continue through the morning, but those showers will push increasingly further eastwards across the Pennines and across Wales, still quite scattered across Scotland and some areas largely dry for a good few hours. The rain at its heaviest and most constant, I would suspect, around southern Scotland and the Lake District as we head onwards into the middle of the day, but some bursts of rain passing further eastwards across England and Wales too. And the risk of some of those heavier showers, particularly around the Cheviots, the North Pennines, perhaps the lakes, the odd one just being heavy enough for a rumble of thunder to be around on Saturday afternoon. A scattering of showers across Scotland, the most frequent of those by the afternoon concentrated a bit further toward the east, and there'll still be some showers around into the evening, eventually just tending to fade out somewhat. Quickly through into Sunday's sequence, and showers again will be focused around more western and northwestern coast to start the day, and will then drift further eastwards again through into the middle of Sunday daytime, with the concentration of them again across more eastern parts of the Highlands, the borders, the Cheviots, and the eastern side of the Pennines by Sunday late afternoon. But a few bands running in across Wales will track in a pretty constant line across parts of Snowdonia, running away eventually eastwards into the Midlands through later Sunday afternoon. For much of west and northwest Scotland, most of those showers will have cleared, and with low humidity and a tendency for cloud to break up, the air pretty clear coming around from the northwest, so visibility excellent in these areas through Sunday afternoon. That's what your chart for Sunday looks like then. It's a cool west by northwesterly flow, and the chilliest air is moving in across northern Scotland, and that's where we'll see the highest tops in the Ben Nevis Range and the Cairngorm Plateau, likely only just around freezing or perhaps just above through the day on Sunday. Even in exposure to a moderate wind of around, let's say, 20-25 miles per hour at most, that will still feel a good few degrees below freezing, so that chill factor certainly one to bear in mind. A few showers around, as we mentioned. Those, if they do fall across those highest Scottish tops, will have some sleet and some snow mixed in with those low temperatures. And even though temperatures are relatively higher across England and Wales, it's still a cool day, and in exposure to that breeze, which is again likely to be at its strongest across Wales, it will feel near or just below freezing point in exposure, if you say on Snowdon Summit, for example. A cool start to Monday morning, with many of the valleys down in single figures, and some highland glens could well start with a touch of frost first thing on Monday morning. A mixture of a day with some sunshine and some showers, but we're just watching to see these fronts coming in from the southwest again, with the risk of some more organised rain and some low cloud developing across west and southwestern areas as we go through into Monday daytime. Timing of that uncertain, so keep an eye on your latest forecast. There's a chance that further north and east you may get away with a drier day with sunshine and just 1 or 2 showers. Things are developing quite quickly though out over the Atlantic, with this low due to arrive late Monday night, and by the time we get through onwards into Tuesday, the threat is that has wound itself up into another deep area of low pressure, with widespread wind and rain, risk of gales or severe gales across the mountains, and some heavy rain tracking northwards and eastwards. Heaviest, soonest across England and Wales, but could well rotate around into eastern and northeastern Scotland as we go through the daytime. Must be said, many places just look as though they're in for a poor day once again on Tuesday. That system clears off into the North Sea by Wednesday. It drags around a wind from the northwest, which again pulls those temperatures back into something distinctly chilly, and a mix of sunshine and showers with that air coming around off the north. We'll see some cloud breaks to higher tops. We'll see some heavy showers mixed in as well, and maybe just the suggestion of higher pressure starting to build its way in from the west for something a bit quieter as we head beyond midweek. So to finish with, as we look further ahead towards next weekend, a bit of a mess initially in midweek as the dregs of still a few systems will be kicking around over the Atlantic. It may be that still keeps low pressure, particularly toward the south of Britain as we go to the end of the week, but higher pressure lying toward the north, the air coming around from the north, so likely to be a rather cool, if not chilly, end to the week across Scotland in particular, but just maybe a scattering of showers coming down from the north. Again, visibility excellent with that polar air mass coming down. As we head towards Friday, Saturday next weekend, the high that lies to the west is trying to build its way in. We'll watch with caution, but with cautious optimism at this stage for something a bit drier, quieter as we head onwards into next weekend. To what extent the northerly wind is as strong as shown here is up for grabs at this stage, but just that hint of higher pressure having a go for the next weekend. So we'll see how that develops. You can stay up to date, of course, every single day with all our NWIS content on the website and our social media channels. Thanks for watching this video today. Bye for now.